This channel is for immature audiences only. It is not for children, only for childish adults. We might play some video games that kids also like, but we say words like fuck and shit with alarming frequency and make crude, inappropriate, and morbid jokes all the damn time. Level 0 NPCs assumes no responsibility if your idiot spawn watches this and gets traumatized.
Hey everybody, welcome back. We're back.
A strong opener after the...
We're back from the place we were.
After the 8 months we've been away.
I forget how to do this.
Hi. Hello, everybody. We're back. It's Sierra Saturday again, and we're playing Conquests of the Longbow.
Yeah, we sure are, Luke. And were you aware that this game was created and produced by Sierra?
Yeah.
This concludes the list of facts that I possess about Conquest of the Longbow.
Yeah, it's about Robin Hood, or Robin Hood, or Robin Hood, if you will. One of those three, whatever one you want, that's the right one. So, I'm excited to get back into this, to dive back into this.
Well, in this episode, we're Robin Hood because we're wearing a robe.
Yes, sir.
Can you believe I only just came up with that now?
God. That's the stuff right there.
Yeah.
That's why we pay you the big comedy bucks.
Yeah.
For those of you who are joining us for the first time, welcome to episode 3. And
you can go. It's okay.
You can go. You can go. It's fine.
Dismissed.
I'm Matt. I'm one of the level 0 NPCs.
Are we introducing ourselves now? Okay.
In case someone is joining us on episode whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe this is their favorite part of the game. This part where we're the Fen monk.
Maybe they love Robin Hood more than anybody.
You click ahead in the playlist to when the gang is clearly just coming back from the Christmas break. You look at the upload date. You're like, ooh, mid-January. That's going to be the time. This is going to be a focused playthrough.
Yeah, that's not going to be when the hosts themselves haven't seen each other for 2 months and are feeling a little loopy and socializing more than actually making content.
Off mic, we talked about He-Man for an hour before we started recording.
We're an hour late to start recording because we were talking about the He-Man movie trailer that just came out today on the day we were recording. So honestly,
it fully devolved into just talking about He-Man and He-Man toys that we owned.
That's true. Yes. It was prompted by the trailer, but it did devolve ? Into He-Man paraphernalia.
I think evolved.
But we also addressed our individual medical directives. Should we go on that space adventure and how badly we want cybernetic implants versus how much we want to save?
If the option exists,
next did we want to get?
Yeah.
If the option exists to be saved from death via cybernetics, the Fennec Shand / Mechanic, where a middle section of your body is destroyed and replaced with cybernetics, has always been puzzling to me. But the NPCs were split on the subject, where Julia and Matt were
I said
please.
Save as much flesh as possible and then connect whatever you have with wires is what I said.
Human jigsaw. Take every scrap of of gibbed friend that you can scrape up
every
off of the
toenail,
walls.
yes.
And put it into a bucket against the possibility of its eventual reassembly.
Put it in milk.
Put it in milk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bring it to a surgeon and see what they can do.
Yeah.
However much of it you could salvage, even if it's just a brain in a butthole, put that on a robot and Julia
My teeth,
will forgive us for doing our best.
Yes.
Yeah.
What if it's
eyelashes, things that actually come off and go away over time?
Does that extend to just a twitching hand hooked up to a computer?
I think yes in this scenario.
Wait
right?
a second. I actually, fine. I have to amend my medical directive.
If you're exploded and it's just like a foot left, do we do our best to keep the Julia foot alive?
If you want. I mean, at that point, I don't...
Even if there's no more Julia left?
I probably don't care. But yeah, I mean, I guess if my brain is gone, then I guess you just don't need to bother. But if you really want to, like, I won't feel bad if you have a sentimental attachment to the foot and you just want to keep it around. I'm totally fine with you keeping it alive because I don't care. Yeah.
Just
as long as you're not doing anything weird with it.
You know what? It's your business.
Why do you have a twitching appendage in a sort of Beauty and the Beast bell jar on your desk? It's like, it's my friend. It's all that remains of my friend Julia. She said I could have it.
Yeah,
said I could. It's on the internet if you want to hear it.
We're getting a little.
Yeah.
We're getting a little too loopy. We have an honest episode to do.
Right,
let's
sorry.
get back on track, everybody.
Yes.
No, it's fine. So for the fucking Chris, whatever the fuck his name was, that are joining us in the 3rd and 4th episodes. We every 4th episode in a series do a mailbag episode where we don't play the game, but instead we shoot the shit and take mail requests and also do speakeasy passwords. That we accumulated over time. So those are what we are going to do next episode, but we are way off track because we are supposed to be playing the game. Normally for the other 3 episodes, we often don't do that well, but here we are. So let's play the game.
Go.
All right.
Are we gonna rockapella this?
No, we actually have to fast travel to the Fans Monastery.
Oh.
Now this.
We took the wrong path.
A grim, well-built Norman fortress of stone, converted by this order of militant monks into a monastery.
It seems to be in a lake.
Yep. The fens are surrounded by boggy ground. It would be dangerous to tread too far from the safety of the path. The monastery sits in the midst of the fens, a body of dark, swampy water with an evil reputation.
So swampy.
Swamp. Now,
swampy.
In order to convert a place into a monastery, would you just need to move some monks in? Or is there more to it than that?
I think so. Yeah.
Done. Dust stands.
I mean, it might need some religious, rooms, but you could probably convert those pretty easy.
I'm going to convert my apartment into a monastery.
You could?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's cheaper than getting cats for company.
Just put monks in there.
Yeah, they don't pay much rent, but, the building won't allow me to have pets, but it doesn't say I can't have monks.
It might, actually. You should check your lease.
Check my lease.
Please be sure to read through your rental agreement thoroughly before you start keeping any monks as pets.
It's like a huge ant farm.
Your neighbors start complaining about the smell of beer being built in your basement. Being brewed in your basement, I guess.
Sometimes the monks get carried away gardening and start gardening in neighboring lawns, and people complain.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, monks are kind of like owls. Yeah.
Oh my God! Look at this place.
Beautiful.
Look at this place. The fog grows ever thicker. It would be easy to become lost within.
I don't know if it would be that easy.
The Normans built well. It would take a mighty army and a long siege to overcome such a place.
There's a lot of effect work happening here.
Yeah, there's a lot of thoughtfully done effects work here that I appreciate.
3 or 4 layers of fog with this sort of white outline thing that's on a bit of an oscillating pattern. It's well done.
And color cycling water. Yeah.
Yeah, that water effect is great.
I hear something. Oh wait, this is you.
I hear something coming through the fog. But what is it? Oh.
Oh man,
It's just a guy.
coming through the layers of the fog.
It's a guy.
It's another monk.
Oh there, guy. I heard your signal, brother, but I don't know your face. Have you newly joined our order? Well, I've been sent to serve here. Step in then and be seated. I'll take you across.
If we were wearing the brown robe, would he not let us come into the boat?
We wouldn't even have... Well, I mean, like, if we got both robes before we started any of this, then I don't think he would let us in. Or he might even just straight up kill us.
For wearing a brown robe?
But...
No,
Yeah,
that's
for intruding on the fens.
it's key when monk keeping. You want to wear the right robe. It's kind of like a beekeeper suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they just get so mad that they just attack you on sight and sting you?
they just start to swarm.
So mad. So mad. Oh. Brown robes, no. Thank you, my good man. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What happened?
Hold on, everybody.
Hold
What
on.
happened? What happened? Oh God. Oh.
I pressed the letter F without turning on scroll lock, so that was apparently the full screen key for RetroArch. So hold on a sec while I fix this.
Oh.
This is a sick swamp castle.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Hey guys, we're back after
Hey,
the
everybody,
technical
we're back.
issues. Oh boy.
Yeah. Hooah.
I was.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Well, yeah. So let's get right back into it.
I have business inside. Let me pass.
It's me, a monk.
You are new, brother. Therefore, you must prove yourself.
I like how they've given every Fens monk the exact same facial portrait.
Yep. I must have the tokens you bear for the guardian of the gate.
Alright.
What?
Of course.
We have those?
You have
Tokens.
my whistle.
This is the first token. I await the rest.
It's the Fens monk's pouch. Do boink.
I accept your tokens, brother. Now you must prove your knowledge of the lore of the gemstones. This is the way of it. I will pose you 3 riddles, or riddles 3. There
You've
are
passed
3
the-
stones, which you must choose to answer each riddle. If you are right, you will pass in safety. If you are wrong, I'll stab you in the face.
We've passed the whistle and sack portion of the test.
Yes. Commend your soul to God, for you will die here and
I have a
now.
question. I have a question. Why didn't you just train the boatman to ask these questions before he boated us across so he wouldn't have to boat us here? And then boat you
'Cause
back? Like your dead
boatman,
body?
not that bright. He's not that smart.
Okay.
I'll build a ship to carry me skyward. But if it falls, I'll not be harmed. But I will never tell how it is done. What do I have? What do I have?
Okay. Build a ship to carry me skyward. If it falls, I'll not be harmed, but I will never tell how it is done. What do I have? All right. Alt tab.
Aquamarine.
Found it. No, that would get us killed. But
Lapis?
we can do it.
Lapis?
No,
Here,
no,
just-
no. No.
Yeah, get us killed. Get us killed.
Get us killed.
Yeah, you don't
Okay,
wanna,
fine.
You don't want to see the guy.
Fine.
just
That's famously how Robin Hood died.
Yeah.
He killed a monk, put on his robes, lied his way onto
Oh
an
shit!
island.
I randomly clicked that.
Your first choice is correct, brother. Bad choice, stranger, whoever you were.
What?
What? I hear the monks dumped Robin's body into the fence after the guardian cracked his pate. He failed to study his gemstone. I'll not go there, those fence now, and see his drowned soul light in the swamps with the other willow wisps. Even though with a piece of shit, lapis lazuli in hand. How do you know that? I need my gemstone in the book, that's all. I suggest you do the same.
I believe Will's deal was that he had a sort of like Blue Force hesitancy to everything he said.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Right.
There's no use going to pieces. Pull yourself together and start again.
I forgot we had an outlaw named Much. I have business inside. Let me pass. Tokens, stones.
Tokens.
What was in the
Floating
fen pouch?
bag.
Tarkins.
Whistle and sack. Whistle and sack.
Tarkins. Okay.
In summer, my ice does not melt. The red eye becomes clear. Demons run when I raise my hand. What do I have?
So for everyone's benefit, this is, of course, copy protection. There's a sort of guide in the book about each of the gems and the lore and sort of what they're meant to be used for. And so you're meant to sort of read through this and puzzle out, based off of the 3 sentences here, which 3 gems, in which order you're supposed to choose. So it's in summer one. So in summer, my ice does not melt. Quartz is meant to be petrified ice, right? The red eye becomes clear. The sapphire is said to cure diseases of the eye, or lapis. So we could choose sapphire or lapis here. And then finally, jet controls demons. The demon runs when I raise my hand. So quartz, sapphire, or lapis, and then jet basically is the order that I'm intended to. So quartz, this diamond-looking thing is quartz.
Your first choice is correct, brother. Now choose 2 more.
Yeah. So then, did I say sapphire?
Aye, the second stone is correct. Choose your last stone for this riddle.
And then finally, jet black.
Good. Here is the second riddle.
That was like 3 riddles already in one.
Alas, sadness clothes me like a leaden cloak. A wicked woman lies to me, but I fear danger will come upon me by surprise. What would you give me?
Okay. Once again, we needed to sort of figure out what the stones are good for. Agate cures melancholia, so sadness clothes me like a leaden cloak. The amber is meant to be used, and it can make a woman confess her sins, apparently.
Amber.
Yeah, I don't know. You have any amber there, Julia? Does it work?
I've never tried it for that. I don't know how to use it for that. I do have a pair of amber earrings, but I've never felt the urge. No.
Yeah,
Never felt the urge to
Sort of-
confess your sins?
sort of-
When you're wearing the earrings, you don't feel particularly extra truthful, or?
Sort of a lasso of truth effect, I guess.
I've never tried to lie with
Confessing
them on.
your sins specifically.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I've never. Maybe I hadn't. I haven't worn them in a while. I'll check back with you guys.
Okay, good.
thank
Let
you,
us
thank
know.
Let us know.
Well, if
We'll put that in episode 8's questions, where Wait a
Also,
minute, no. Long questions for the congbo.
if the amber doesn't affect Julia, it means that she is without sin and therefore can throw rocks at people as much as she wants.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So if you wear your earrings and you don't feel compelled to tell your sins,
I get to throw
then-
rocks at people.
Yeah. You get to throw rocks at
you get
people.
to throw
You
the-
have carte blanche.
You get to throw the first stone. Like,
Oh.
where the situation escalates from there, that's not necessarily up to you.
But you have a great collection of stones, so you get to pick a real good one to throw. You aren't like bound like the rest of us to just grab some random shit off the ground, you know? Okay, so
Amber.
yeah, agate, amber, and then finally, I fear danger will come upon me by surprise. You're supposed to use turquoise, which warns of danger by changing color. So
Like Sting.
agate, amber, turquoise. Yeah. So agate.
Your first choice is correct, brother. Now choose two more.
Thank you. Amber is of course yellow.
The second stone is correct. Choose the last stone for this riddle.
Yeah, and then turquoise, of course, is turquoise.
Well done, brother. Here's the final riddle.
Yeah. So basically, you have to solve 9 fucking riddles
Yeah,
here.
come on.
I lie dying, cut deeply by the sword. My flesh burns. Spirit of Hades hover to take my soul. What would you give me?
Okay. All right. All right. So I lie dying, cut deep by the sword. Carnelian guides the dead to rebirth. My flesh burns. That's amber. Amber cures fever. Apparently, like that's the choice you're supposed to make here. And then spirits of Hades hover to take my soul. Jet once again has power in the underworld where the dead walk. So
You know what? I've never had a fever when I wore those earrings, ever.
well, there you go. There you go. So
Hey.
amber cures fever or prevents it, or maybe you get it but it cures immediately, so you never notice. All right, so we start with carnelian. Carnelian is the red gem over to the right here.
Your first choice is correct, brother. Choose now 2 more.
Also, Julie, you're welcome to correct me if I'm mispronouncing any of these stones.
No, not to pronounce them.
Okay, cool. Amber, of course, is amber. And then finally, jet. Ding.
Welcome in, brother. It's good to see you. You're awesome. You can be my friend.
All right.
Wow, time to save. So I just
Save.
had a Luxardo cherry. Oh man, they're real good.
I'm so curious because I don't like maraschino cherries, but maybe I just have not had the right maraschino cherries.
It honestly, it's like they're still got that maraschino cherry flavor, but it's darker and earthier. It's not quite as maraschino-y.
Right.
They're really good.
It's not quite as syrupy, not quite as...
No, they're very syrupy, but they're like, it's like good. It's good quality.
Okay.
It's dark and...
It's not cheap fake cherry. It's like
They
more
taste like
real cherry.
They taste like real cherries.
Okay.
Good use of your free will.
Yeah.
Oh man. I was like, okay, do I have to refrigerate these? And I looked it up and like, no, I don't. Guys, I bought some Luxardo cherries to make Bunny Cake's very own recipe for an old fashioned, which I'm going to be making for our live Police Navidad coming this coming Friday, the 30th. By the time
Yes, for those of you who aren't watching this on the dates that it airs, that is Friday, January 30th, 2026.
Yeah. So we will be doing
a live
our annual Police Navidad from 2026. And I'm going to be drinking an old fashioned then, but I got some actual Luxardo cherries for it. And,
Nice.
They're real good.
I'll be drinking too, but I do not have Luxardo cherries. I could probably get some by the time that we record, but I also don't have a lot of stuff to mix, so I'll probably just be drinking, I like Drambuie on the rocks or something like that again. I do still have some absinthe left over from last year's, but I prefer my Drambuie and my Kraken rum and stuff like that.
So fair.
Yeah.
You don't have to refrigerate maraschino
Anyway,
cherries.
sorry for the tangent.
Sorry, what's that?
You don't have to refrigerate maraschino cherries.
Not these ones, no, because they're
preserved in the syrup.
You can just have them loose in a drawer.
Yeah, they need.
I wouldn't necessarily just put them loose in a
Rolling
drawer.
around.
Like you
you
can just
open up the
open a drawer and it's just full of syrup and cherries, and that's fine.
Well,
I mean, if it was full of syrup, then the cherries that were suspended in the syrup, I think, would be fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
For as long as they last. I don't know what their shelf life is.
The syrup, they can last for months or even possibly years.
What's the expiration on your Luxardo cherries there?
There is.
This is not serious gameplay content. I withdraw my question and will re-ask it next episode.
No. I'm going to tell you right now. It's New Year's Eve, 2029.
2029.
Holy cow!
Okay.
That's
you got,
the best
you
before.
got 3 years to eat these.
That's
Okay,
before. That's
great.
before they're opened, I think, though. But still.
Yeah. Okay, so onward. The prior and other monks are in this refectory.
We gotta sort of use the smoker to make them sleepy, and then capture the prior and put him in a box, and then the other monks will go into the box.
I don't recognize you. Who are you? Who? I am, Brother Eustace, actually. And what do you...
What?
And what do you here, Brother Eustace? I've joined your order so that I may serve Prince John as he deserves. Then you're welcome, Brother Eustace. If you can fight. There's not a one of us that wasn't a soldier before we donned the black robes. Yep. There are those with good cause to fear the skill of my arm, your worship, or I would not be wearing this, as you say, robe. Good. We'll have to put it to the test soon. Have you sworn to obey the vows of our order? Oh, I've made many a solemn oath, never fear. Have a care, Brother Eustace. Your tongue is a mite slippery for a man who has been sworn humility and obedience. Please pardon me, your worship. Very well. But we are strict here. Any infraction is punished with lashings. Remember that. I'm gonna lash you now. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. That's my lashing sound. Did you guys like it?
A lot.
No, it's good. It's good.
Good sound
so now that
effects.
we've met the prior,
I'm a little extra
You know,
phlegmy
you
from the cherries. So if you need me to do sound effects, like
You've replenished your phlegm.
the prior is within, surrounded by torture devices.
oh no,
With his unfortunate victim strung up on one of them.
oh no,
Whoa.
who is it? Oh no. Answer me, speak, or I'll put weights on your feet and rip your arms from their sockets. Fah! I tell you, Brother Eustace, I've never been seen a more stubborn, stupid creature than this miserable dwarf. Aye, he does look miserable. I've wasted enough time here. You're to stand guard and increase his pain in any way you can. When he's ready to talk, send for me. I'll be in the scribe's room. Ha ha ha! Scribe's room, here I come. I'm gonna go to the scribe's room. By the blessed lady. What a terrible
pain he must be
He
suffering.
must be suffering. I don't know if
That's taken my job.
Could be both of us. I don't know if that was Robin or you.
The ropes
That's
of the
definitely
strappado are designed to slowly tear a victim's limbs from their sockets by the weight of his own body.
Buddy.
Well, we don't want that.
Oh, we're gonna torture
Is there
him?
any mouse dialogue?
Oh.
No, we're gonna let him down.
You set me free, but the prior bade you. Shrivel his black soul. I'm no servant of his. Such kindness makes you a giant among men, and men are giants indeed when I am amongst them. How can you jest when you still shake with pain? But I am Fulk the Jester. Don't you know? I court jester to... God save him, Richard! Coeur de Lion! What? You're King Richard's own jester? And our king is free?
No, he has quite a cost.
I will never betray my beloved master. So if this is some filthy trick to win my trust, ... Nay, listen well. I will place my life in your hands to show I am with good faith. I am no monk. I am Robin Hood.
Robe and Hood.
Robin Hood.
Robe and Hood.
Oh, sorry. Should that mean something? Only that I'm the most hunted outlaw in all of England. You have to but whisper my name to these monks, and I am a DEAD man. Pray pardon me. I've been on the crusades with ... blessed Mary Protector, my beloved king, for many years. Alas, he's still a prisoner in Europe. But how you came here? How came you here? Sorry, that's not... Yeah. My master sent me ahead of him, so I escaped Leopold's ambush. But upon reaching England, I fell into Prince John's hands. May he suffocate and awful.
Oh.
He turned me over to these monks, who seem to know you well enough. Who you see... Whatever. I swear by the Virgin Mary, I am not one of them. I promise I'm not one. The prior swears by the Holy Three, yet he tortures me. Figure that one out. Make that make sense. How would you have me prove myself, Fulk? You Fulking guy. Why should you want to? As I love my king, I swear I will not leave here unless I take his devoted servant with me. And I will not leave here without my verses. What? I beg your pardon? They're written upon a ragged bit of scroll wrapped around a wooden cylinder. The prior, may the devil feed him dung for eternity, has taken them. The prior seeks to decode the secrets of my verses, but he must not, or I will have failed the trust of my king placed in me. Return my scroll to me, and I'll never, ever, ever doubt you again.
I can't believe we got to meet the Fulk the Jester.
Yep. He's
We can
giving
talk
us a little
to-
quest.
Oh, yeah. We wanted to see if we could talk to them rats, though, didn't we? Did they say anything? Because the sheep said something.
Oh, we'll try and talk to
Okay.
the rats next time we're
We'll be back. We gotta go back to Fulk the Jester.
Because we need to get him his scrolls, I suppose.
Yeah,
That's
we
a
gotta
good
go
point,
back.
though. That's a good point. All right.
Yeah.
There are spiral stairs leading upwards in this tower. Oh, well, this is definitely you.
I see desks and scrolls inside. This is a room set aside for study.
All right.
It's a beautiful screen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. You know, actually, I think all of these are Robin's inner monologue, aren't they?
They could be. Yeah,
I
that's right. That's
forgot
right.
about that.
Get back to
Yeah.
it. Get back to it.
Sorry. The prior
it's my
is
fault.
No, it's both of our faults. We both deserve
Yes.
this.
We're both assholes.
The prior is engrossed in studying a small scroll.
If this were Skyrim, he would be fucking dead.
Oh, yeah.
Just sneak up behind him, dagger in the back, down he goes.
I go to the other corner of the room and fire an arrow into his skull
Yeah.
the whole time.
Or pickpocket him so that he's just fully naked at his desk and leave.
The duties of the cellarer of a monastery are described. He must be intelligent, mature of character, sober, have no greed, nor be lazy or insulting, nor boisterous. He should do nothing without the abbot's orders, and do whatever he is ordered. He should not offend the brothers, and should answer with humility and reason any untoward request. He should care for children, guests, the sick and the poor, for by his treatment of them will he be weighed on the day of judgment. He is to look after the vessels and all the sacred articles of the monastery. He is to give out equally and fairly the appointed provisions to all brothers. This is written by Benedict of Nursia in the 6th century in his Regula.
Regula.
But it's a collection of sort of normal quality advice. And then the good advice is in a scroll marked premium.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do we want to go through a bunch of scrolls until we find the right one, or do we want to go straight to the right one? This can be a computer episode, basically.
Can we just maybe take a few?
Not something you usually see in an episode.
You don't have to see all of
Take
them.
a peek at a few.
Okay.
By Venetius Honorius Clementianus Fortunatus, taken from Opera Patrologia Latina in the 6th century. 'Tis a poem entitled Curse on the Chef. Black-hearted wretch, all caked in smoke, face like a stew pot smeared with soot, like your utensils filthy black, you three-legged pot, you slimy pan. You don't deserve these verses of mine. I'll make a charcoal sketch instead, whose shameful likeness will recall a pitch-black-hearted man withal. And 'tis followed by Take It Easy, which reads as follows. Drop business and lawsuits on the Palatine. This festival table bids you dine and wine. On the Palatine, sorry. Let din of law and wrangling cases rest. The day is joyous. To relax is, in fact, best.
Huh.
Nice.
Ah, this fits the description that Marian gave me. I'll tuck it into my sleeve.
Ding.
Naughty. This scroll speaks of what philosophers call atoms, which are so minute that they are indivisible and cannot be cut or divided or further broken down. It is believed that these atoms sweep through the void of the universe, restlessly going in all directions. Some ancient philosophers consider that all things, grass, crops, trees, fire, water, spring from and are composed from these atoms. In Greek, tomos means division, atomos means indivisibility. Thus writes Isidore of Seville in the etymologies in the 7th century.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we were talking about atoms all the way back in the 7th century.
Bullshit. Tis from an Anglo-Saxon manual of astronomy written but a century ago. It notes how the sea flows according to the rising of the moon, and that a tree cut down during a full moon will be harder against worm-eating than those cut down under a new moon. It is not stars, but fire that falls from the sky, being fire which flies from heavenly bodies, for stars are fixed as God placed them in the firmament, and cannot fall as long as this world endures. Yet the moon, the sun, evening and day star, and 3 other stars are not fixed, and move in their courses through the heavens. Septim planetae, these 7 are called.
I believe back in the day when people spoke of atoms, they did have a reckoning that atoms were much bigger than they are.
Yeah.
Here is a description.
More like molecules, perhaps.
Yeah.
Here is a description of a palace in Constantinople called Magnoria, or Magnaola, meaning the Great Court. The emperor's chair within this palace was so constructed that it could be raised to a great height, even unto the ceiling, and lowered again. Before the seat was a tree made of gilded bronze, in whose branches were birds of gilded bronze, which would utter notes to match their species.
Of gilded bronze.
Gigantic lions of gilded wood or bronze had tails that would lash the ground, jaws
Wood or
that
bronze.
opened to emit roars with quivering tongues.
Of gilded wood or
Gilded
bronze.
bronze. Yeah.
This was written by Liutprand in his Antipodesis in the 10th century.
Of gilded bronze.
Gilded bronze. From the Vita Caroli, written by Einhard in the 9th century, is a description of the habits of Charlemagne, ruler of the Franks. It says that he was extremely temperate in partaking of food and drink, especially drink, and abhorred drunkenness, especially in himself or any of his family. He ate only 4 courses in his daily meal, and most dearly loved hunted meat roasted over a spit. During the meal, he would hear some sort of recital or entertainment of history and stories of ancient deeds. Often in summer, after a light meal of fruit, he would sleep for 2 or 3 hours, for he would wake 4 or 5 times during the night. He would admit friends, litigants, and do other business, even while dressing, if the need was urgent. He knew many foreign tongues and was exceedingly skilled in Latin. He valued scholars and had many learned teachers, and studied also rhetoric and astronomy. He would fill his bed with tablets and notebooks, attempting to learn the art of writing, though he advanced not far in this, having started late in life. This scroll contains a piece of history written by Paulus Orosius in the 5th century. It deals with Phasaurus, king of Egypt, in 480 Anno Domini. Phasaurus declared war upon the Scythians and went and sent an envoy with terms of submission. This only angered the Scythians. Thinking Viserys both rich and stupid, the Scythians warned him to beware the uncertainties of war. Then, to forestall the attack on them, they marched forth and attacked Viserys, if you can frickin' believe it. They drove Viserys out of his own realm, but the Egyptian army forced them to retreat until they were too severely hampered by marches to continue their war. Thereupon, the Scythians instead subdued Asia in a war lasting 15 years. They were only forced to return to their homeland by the demands of their wives, who threatened that if they did not return, the women would have children by men of other tribes. Lol.
Lol.
This scroll tells of the Amazons. These were wives whose husbands were killed in war. Deeply affected, they rose up and killed all the men who remained, so that all the women would be equally affected.
Whoa.
Then they turned and destroyed the enemy who had first slain their husbands. They burned off the right breast of the girl children so that they would not be hampered in shooting the bow. The Amazons had 2 queens, Marpisha and Lepeto. They would draw lots to see who would go to war and who would remain to protect their home. The Amazons conquered most of Europe, took many cities in Asia, and founded other cities and became rich with plunder. Such fear did they spread that at last Hercules came with 9 warships and assaulted them by surprise, massacred the 2 sister queens who ruled them, Antiope and Erythia. Penthesilea then became queen and fought heroically in the Trojan War. Thus reads the history of Paulus Orosius of the 5th century. This scroll describes the death of Attila! It's written by Jordanes in the 6th century. So
The funny death of Attila.
Attila had an endless, and I mean that, endless number of wives, as was the custom.
Literally
of his race.
infinity.
Yeah.
Yes. More wives than humans.
More wives than there have ever been people.
Yes.
Or will ever be.
Or
As
animals.
is the-
Or atoms in the universe.
Yes, as is the custom of his race. It's like- But the excess of his indulgences in women combined with too much wine, well, you can see where this is going, caused him to fall asleep upon his back, whereupon a bloody flux from his nose flowed into his throat and, well, killed him dead. The people of his race mourned him with great clamor, yada yada yada. The men cut deep wounds into their faces so they would weep manly blood instead of tears,
As one does.
Yes, the women wept and wailed and cut their hair, yet so terrible was Attila that his death can only be counted as a blessing.
Also, his marriage arrangement was violating the laws of thermodynamics.
Yes, as was custom in his race. Isidore of Seville of the 7th century wrote the etymologies. Herein is a writing upon the origin of, you'll never guess, glass.
Medieval how it's made.
It says that glass came from Phoenicia, next to Judea. There is a swamp from which comes the river Belus at the base of Mount Carmel, and it flows for 5 miles into the sea, if you can believe it. I can't.
That's so many miles.
That's so many miles. That's 5. The sands are washed clean from the river, and where meals were prepared along the beach, and they have no stones to place under the utensils, so they put down lumps of the mineral natron from their ships, if you can believe that.
That's almost too many miles to count with your hand.
It's very confusing. Very confusing. But when the netron burned, it mixed with the sand, and the new liquid flowed, but was translucent. Soon, by experimentation with other substances, they developed this art and learned to melt copper and netron within, and afterward to blow the lumps into shapes.
Blow them lumps.
Yeah.
Blow lumps.
Blow those shapes into lumps and the lumps into shapes.
A legend says that a man brought a glass phial to Tiberius Caesar and threw it upon the ground. It did not shatter, but dented like metal. The man could hammer it back into shape like metal, yet it was, in fact, fucking glass.
They used
Caesar
it in that
asked
one
him-
Star Trek movie.
Yes, Caesar asked if anyone else knew of this secret. The man said only he knew, whereupon Caesar had him decapitated, saying that if glass could not be made that did not break, then gold and all the metals would be worth no more than mud. Good. Steal that from humanity.
I forget if we've read this one. I'm going to check it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Caesar's a dick. Sounds useful.
Herein is a most amazing account of the siege of Jerusalem. Christians, Greeks, and Syrians joined in the assault. Count Raymond, Duke Godfrey, and also Robert, Count of Normandy, and Robert of Flanders were there, and let me tell you, they were pretty stoked. So what they did is they built a siege tower of small pieces of wood, and that was to be had, all that was to be had, and bound it with leather thongs. Okay? All right, you following? So they attacked with
tiny
catapults.
little siege tower.
Yes, and other contraptions, and daring soldiers launched stones and arrows from the siege tower, okay? The Saracens within hurled from their slings and torches and flaming brands soaked in oil and fat, and thus many died upon both sides. But by noon of the day dedicated to Venus, the walls were breached and taken. Franks and others poured in, of course, and pursued the Saracens, so that the enemy were driven to take refuge inside the holy places, you know. But
Just imagining just a flood of hot dogs coming in.
Yes, earlier when they were talking about the ruler of the Franks, I was chuckling either at the prospect of it just being a hot dog kingdom or of just a coalition of people named Frank,
a bunch
That's what I
of
was
guys
who all
named
swore allegiance to the king of the Franks.
Yeah, it's something about Franks pouring in. It's just like that image of the woman with just a bunch of hot dogs being thrown at her face. That's what that conjures for me.
Just a slippery tide of hot dogs, all rubbery and flopping
Yeah,
around.
slippery hot dog tide. That's right.
So within the Temple of Solomon, 10,000 Saracens were decapitated. Not a soul was spared, neither the women nor the children. The squires and poorer soldiers slit the bellies to search for jewels, yada yada yada, that had been swallowed, and then they burnt the bodies to thus search in the ashes for coins. After the massacre, the Crusaders sacked the homes and took whatever they found there, rich or poor. It's a very cool story. One of the coolest stories we have. However, Count Raymond allowed Turks, Arabs, and some 500 dark Ethiopians who had taken refuge in the Temple of David to depart alive after leaving all of their money within the citadel, of course, after robbing them. Anyway, this is written by Geoffrey Monmouth in his Historia Regum Britanniae. William of Newburgh, that old horse, reports this in the Historia Rerum Anglicarum and tells of a village in the mouth of the River Tweed in the northern regions, if you can believe it. A poor but very evil man was buried, but at night he would leave his grave and walk again. And at his side would run a pack of barking dogs, if you can believe it, of all things. This sight and sound threw the people into great terror until he returned to his grave at dawn. Those unlucky to be caught would have their blood sucked by this creature. The elders consulted, having heard the other tales, and thus they hired 10 bold young men to dig up the horrible corpse and chop it to pieces, and then burn it. Yet after it was destroyed, still a plague came and killed most of the people. It's said the plague came from the Walking Dead. Yep. The end.
Evil poor are one of the more challenging parts of class solidarity.
There is no notation of the writer of the scroll, yet it seems to speak of the history of this very fortress turned monastery. Oh, we're going to get to find out how you turn anything into a monastery. Yeah. It speaks of Ignis Fatuus, the will-o'-the-wisps, whose name means foolish fire. These, it says, are the spirits of the dead, those who have drowned in this fens here. Yep. It also speaks of the guardians of the gate, and the names them thusly: Cogito the thinker, Malitia the malicious, Ineptus the foolish, Vocalis the speaker, Ivinius the hungry, Hilaris the jolly, and Deformus the ugly. What was it, a soft spot for Deformus?
Big Deformus fan here.
This is probably the solution for a puzzle.
I screen grabbed it, assuming that, but also they are relatively intuitively named.
Yeah, true.
It ends with this: when you've touched the face of wisdom and the face that which hungers, then the fool's tongue will be loosened and the path made clear. If you speakeasy password.
Speakeasy password.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I just read this.
Oh, I was supposed to... Okay. I thought that was the one that we needed to pick up. But... Alright. I'm going to save since we've did all that.
Pardon me. Brother Eustace. Has the conjun broken? Have you loosened his half-wit tongue? No, your grace. No, nothing like that. And what are you doing here? One of your more trusted brothers arrived to take my place and bade me to tell you that he'd break the dwarf for you soon enough. Which brother dared to countermand my order to you? Forgive me, your worship. His name has clear fled my poor brain. 'Tis a poor brain indeed. A bacon brain more full of fat than sense. Do what you will for now. I'll deal with your punishment and his later.
What is that?
Doop-de-doop-de-doo.
Allow me to refill your goblet, your worship. You stupid, clumsy, worthless Clean up this mess. I'm going to my tower to wash. Out, my robe. Doopy-doopy-doo, doopy-doopy-doo. Aye, clumsy as a fox, your worship.
Your warship?
Your warship? It's a ragged scroll covered with what looks to be lines of verse.
Just
Yoink.
grab that.
Can we look at the lines of the verse?
Yeah,
Let's do that once we get back to the other room.
Fulk is still here as I left him, semi-alive.
We into rats.
Don't forget to speak to the rats. It is the scroll I took from the scribus room. On this scroll are Fulk's scribbled bits of doggerel. I'll open Fulk's scroll if you want me to. The trees argued amongst themselves to decide who was for first amongst trees. In Latin they spoke. Music hides within me, said Ruiz Ida said. The Romans loved me dearly. I strangle even the strongest, Gort said. I do not sleep in winter, said Ailm. Ailm. Red is my crowning beauty, Luis claimed. Idho cried, the power of the bow sleeps within me, said Sail. Harps sang me to Babylon.
Did I hear you take a screen grab of that?
Yep.
Great.
So the trees argued, but the key is this. Every tree is the first among trees, and the first they are in order spoken.
Sweet. That'll come in useful later too.
Talk to the rats. Bless you, ordered Robert, Robin Hood, actually.
Robe and Hood.
Robe and Hood, can't you see? No matter. We must turn our wits to escape. There is a way, a secret way. Follow me, and you will be okay.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't.
Should I restore? I'll restore.
I don't think the rats have that much going on.
Too bad.
Too bad.
Night. Good night, everyone.
Doop-de-doop-doop-doo.
Clumsy as a fox.
Open the thing. Read the thing. Okay.
Okay.
Go back.
Gotta get false clues.
Yeah, we gotta get the Fulk out of here.
Yeah. He's a clever mother Fulker, is that guy.
Oh man.
Nice.
One of the most clever folks I've seen.
Yeah, what do you want?
Oh, sorry.
Talk
That's
to the
you.
other ones.
Sorry,
Talk to the
Alex.
other ones.
I fucked it up.
Yeah, what do you want? That was, believe it or not, that was more or less the personality I was going to give these rats either way. Yeah, what do you want?
So they're all basically Rizzo from the Muppets.
I'm eating shit over here. Leave me alone.
What about the...
Unfortunately, that's all we get out of the rats.
Okay. Because there's a black rat over there by the Fulk.
Why?
Yeah, there's a black
I talked to all the...
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, what do you want?
Thank you.
Hooded Robert.
Wow.
There goes
He's
little,
so
little
daring.
map folk.
The monks brought me here in this way. It looks like a solid wall, but press here and it opens. Follow me.
Boom.
Please, let's go at once. As soon as they discover I'm gone, they'll come looking for us, and you and me and him and us. See you later. Fuck you.
Fuck you!
Fuck you, as I say to everyone.
Like I always say when I sail away, get folked!
You've just been fucked.
Before we leave, apparently I'm supposed to give some cash to this guy. What was which one's a farthing?
Good question.
Yeah, I don't remember.
This will be a penny, a halfpenny, and I think a farthing.
Oh, farthing. You are too kind. Thank you, but please, let us leave here. Stop giving me money!
Okay. All right, so the three faces that we need to touch in order to get the gate open were based off of that clue that we got there. So what did we have there, Alex? If you want to read us the clue.
Oh, not Fulk's clue, but the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. The snipping tool's all shitty now because of Windows 11.
Yeah.
Luckily, it does save the screenshots, it just doesn't leave them open. The old one didn't used to save them, but it would leave them open.
Right.
So the first screenshot here is... the Guardians of the Gate, and names them thusly: Cogito the Thinker, Melita the Malicious, Ineptus the Foolish, Vocalis the Speaker, Ivinus, Eunice the Hungry, Hilaris the Jolly, and Deformus the Ugly.
Okay. So let's see. This gargoyle looks thoughtful. This gargoyle looks malicious. This gargoyle looks foolish. Quite a mouth on that gargoyle, so probably the hungry. Gargoyle has a lean and hungry look. Okay, he's the hungry one. Sculpted by someone's sense of humor. And finally, a particularly hideous gargoyle. This is probably the order that they appeared in the text. But, yeah, so we need to go... And what was the second clue? What does it say the order we need to talk to him is?
The only one, I only took a screenshot of the list of the dudes.
Oh, okay. Well, then the next one told us that the order that we were... And the order is the wisdom or thoughtful guy, hungry, and then foolish. So... we need to go thoughtful.
Oh, sorry. This gargoyle may have shifted slightly at my touch, but it may have been a trick of the water. A water trick, as it were.
And then hungry, that's going to be this guy.
Thank the Virgin it didn't bite my fingers, although I almost thought I felt it move with my touch, if you know what I mean.
And then the final one is foolish gargoyle.
Ah ha ha! Now I've found the means to loosen this fool's tongue. And this is the hidden counterweight to raise the grate. That's...
All you have to do is molest this gargoyle's tongue.
You've done it, we're free, we... Shh! Listen! They've discovered our escape! Thank the Blessed Lady, the fog is so thick on these waters. It'll hide us until we reach the shore. Quickly, quickly, close your eyes.
Close your eyes so you can't see the fog.
Close your eyes so they don't see us, Fulk.
Close your fulking eyes.
We're both fulked if they spot us, Fulk.
My poor words of gratitude could never express what is inside my heart, so I won't try.
Mostly blood.
Let me give you 2 parting gifts to show my sincerity. Here's the money you gave me. Take these ragged verses of mine. They hold secrets within secrets, treasures within treasures.
And also the clue to one puzzle.
Now open the end of the wooden cylinder and tap gently into your hand what's hidden within. I want to see this. I want to see it. Do it near me. By the Virgin! A magnificent ring of lapis lazuli set in silver! No ordinary ring either. My master, God save the king, saved the life of a magic Ian during the siege of Jerusalem. The magician gave him 2 magic rings. The ring that commands fire and the ring that commands water. Guess which one this is. Guess.
It's the ring that commands shit!
The abbot of Nottingham, may his brain be infested with leprous maggots, has taken the ring that commands fire for himself. But you, whoever wears that ring, cannot be harmed by fire, however hot, that's good to know right now.
Really useful. Now,
Really
the ring
useful.
that commands water makes you unable to be damaged by water.
It makes you...
Sort of normal function of human skin.
What you hold in your hands is the ring that commands water. In truth, it commands elemental spirits or other such beings that live in watery places, rather than commanding the water itself.
Vanishingly obscure in its use.
Yeah. I bid you keep it safe until my master can come calling for it himself. And I charge you, if you ever can deprive that fat, scabrous abbot of the fire ring, you will be doing your king a noble service. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I give you my word to put my wits to it if it can be done. I will find a way. Then I commend to you these bits of tomfoolery that I call verse. In them you will find the key to unlock the ring of fire and all that. Farewell then, I'm off to find...
Foolery.
I'm off to find Queen Eleanor and serve her until my master, bless him, has returned to us. Farewell, Fulk. We shall meet again, if God wills. Yep. Bye.
I was going to make a joke about it being tomfoolery, but it was THOME foolery.
I hurried back to the camp as quickly as I could, arriving shortly after dusk to find the men anxiously awaiting my return.
I like the idea of a magician being saved during a siege, like a magician, like the way we think of magicians. Anyway,
Would that this ring Fulk gave you could make you invisible? Then you could. If you think I acted wrongly.
I'm so sorry.
Nay, Robin, it was as clever a trick as you've ever pulled. Right. And freeing the king's own jester was a fine deed. But I'll Oban Deccan will hang as soon as the sheriff pleases. Tomorrow may be our last chance to rescue him. Then let us sleep now. We'll all need our strength and cunning to save those men.
All right.
Gorgeous.
I want to save the game
What a-
right here.
Gorgeous. What a gorgeous thing we've done, guys. It's gorgeous.
What a gorgeous thing we've done. Okay, so we're saved up here. I'm just going to restore the game real quick. Back into the fens here. Can I go one earlier?
Why?
Okay. Because there is a little funny thing that we can do. With the rats, as a matter of fact. I just didn't notice the note about it in my walkthrough until now. Oh, right. Oh, okay. I gotta meet the friar first. That's fine. We'll go through this quickly. I don't know if it's funny enough to warrant the extra time that we're spending here, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Well, the point is to explore the game's content.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. High Priestess Yeastus.
The point is to beat the game as quickly as possible.
yeah.
Oh man, like we might have already mentioned it, but like the speed run for Conquests of the Longbow is a hell of a game. Because there's ways to get to the end of this game where you do nothing useful at all. You'd be just the worst possible Robin Hood. They'd make good rat stew, but
but I've got no time for that now.
Okay. That's all?
Hilarious.
Yeah, fair enough.
Worth it.
Oh, I thought we were going to get eaten by rats.
For your edification, what it says in my walkthrough here is for your amusement. They have little for your amusement notes here at the end of each chapter. It says, in the Northwest Tower, take a rat. And it says, read all the other scrolls. So I assume that was like a thing that you should do in sequence. Like if you took the rats and you went and read the other scrolls, you get like commentary from the rat. I don't know. But obviously I was wrong.
That would be a great detail in an adventure game where it just lets you pocket a rat, but it never comes up. It's not a part of any puzzle. It just... you just have a pocket rat from then on.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to say we're probably out of time for this episode.
Yeah, we did. This is a good solid hour and a half, which is a nice thing to do. I think it's a nice place to wrap it.
It's a nice thing to do.
It's a nice thing that we did here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Good for us.
Good for us. Pat on the back.
All right. Stay tuned next episode for some long questions for the congbo, which we don't have a jingle for just yet, or may not, but just imagine one here. We'll do a questions for glory just so you have some context.
Questions for glory. Questions for glory. Yeah!
That's
when in doubt, always worth it.
That's one of my favorite things on Earth.
Yeah. My God, I haven't heard it in so long.
It's one of the best things that humanity has ever done.
I agree.
Yeah.
And we are blessed to know the human who made it.
Yeah.
Thank you, 12 up.
Mm-hmm.
We love you.
So, well,
stick and stay, everybody. Stay tuned for a mailbag.
Stay tuned for mailbag.
It's gonna be a short mailbag. I think we only have like 2 questions.
We got all them passwords.
Join us.
But we do have a bunch of speakeasy passwords.
We have 8 speakeasy passwords.
There has to be some bad ones in there. Let's go.
Oh my God.
Bye, everybody. Bye. If you skipped the mailbag, we'll see you next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Is that a piece of steak on the ground? It looks like a piece of steak.
It looks like a delicious
ground steak.
It looks like a
huge
steak.
It's a gigantic ground steak.
Huge steak. Big old steak.
Steak the size of a fucking boogie board.
It's a steakosaurus.